welcome to the sports segment here on the AM show. I am Benedict Toos. Well, tonight, Manchester City will have the opportunity to go top of the English Premier League when they take on Everton at the Goodison Park. If they win that game, it will be same points as Liverpool, but City will be on top per their goal, massive goal difference. And also, there is a Copa del Rey game, but it's not just a Copa del Rey game. It's a Clásico between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and we'll see how that will go. But in terms of on the African continent, the African Youth Championship will continue today with the focus on the Black Stars team. They will play their second group game against Senegal. Remember, the first group game Ghana played, we won against Burkina Faso by 2-0. So going into the game, lots of dynamics. One, if we win, we make it to the next stage of the competition. That's the semi-final. And also, the second one is that we'll book qualification to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Black Stars assistant coach Nuruddin Ali says they are ready for the game.
Whatever be the case we are going to play, whether it's to the advantage or not, the game is coming on, and then we hope that inshallah, how we were able to win yesterday, if we get the same luck, we should be able to come through irrespective of the 24 hours rest that we have instead of 72. So we are hoping that we will have a good match tomorrow, inshallah.
Well, I made mention of how if the team is able to win this afternoon's game, they will book qualification to the World Cup, which will be hosted in Poland. Well, Nuruddin Ali says that's the immediate target of the team.
Both teams are motivated, and both teams know that with a win tomorrow, automatically you secure a qualification. So the determining factor would be everybody will be more determined to get the first qualification, and that's going to be the priority of both teams.
All right, so Black Stars assistant coach Nuruddin Ali there. So the game is happening this afternoon in Maradi. So at exactly 3:30, Ghana will kick off. That's the second game of the day. We pray that the Black Stars will win that game and one, make it to the next stage of the competition, and also make it to the World Cup. That's the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which will be hosted in Poland this same year. Well, away from that, former executive committee member of the Ghana Football Association, Kudjoe Fianoo, is calling for a proper payment plan or structure for referees. Now, he thinks this will avert what has always been the issue of clubs bribing referees in the country.
If you have a child who will go to school on empty stomach, I'm a referee, maybe a poor teacher in Wa, and I've been asked to come or to go to Sukakope. And then he gets there. At the end of the day, he wasn't paid. He's gone back. In 2 weeks, he's being asked to go to Takwa. He wouldn't want to lose the job of referee, so he will manage to go and officiate the game. So when he's hard pressed, do you blame him if he does? Yeah, he's compromised. So these are things we have tried several processes, but I think what we are doing now, we need to beef it up. At a point in time, referees will have to wait after games, and the allowances were paid from gate proceeds. A referee, you handle a match, a home team loses the match. Can you go and look at the CEO's face? He'll go to the gate and come back to tell you that there's no money. So I think we need to. The last time I was asking some referees, and they said, even when they were being supplied uniforms, at times they were given one uniform for a season, or one, maximum two. So if this referee travels to Takwa and there's a rain-off and he's got to stay the next day, 24 hours, that's why we call him for wash and wear. You see, so we need to motivate them also. And I saw some young gentlemen and ladies who were awarded the FIFA badges, and they came out with something. I've forgotten the name of that referee. That is being monitored for the next World Cup. Yes, he's being monitored for the next World Cup, and they charged all of us, including his colleagues, to help him, because they think that it will be a feather in the cap of Ghana if we should have one of our referees officiating the World Cup. So I think all is not lost, but we must make sure that we hit the nail at the right place. The club administrators who are also compromising referees, there must be some mechanism to clamp on them also, so that it's not only referees.
Somebody pays the referees.
Yeah, somebody pays the referee. So if you stop paying, we'll stop compromising that.
Well, other former ESCO member, that's an executive committee member of the Football Association, Fred Papo, says post-normalization will be great. Well, he feels proper measures will be put in place to get a game up and running again after 4 years of perceived rot and corruption.
It has to be better. As a matter of fact, it's one of the main reasons why I would want to go there. Because the image of the game and the image of those of us who have been involved in football and are in football has been battered. It's really received a battering, to the extent that sometimes when you walk in somewhere and you are introduced or you introduce yourself, you do not have the clearness of mind or conscience to see the way you are being perceived, you know, but for the fact that some of us also have our lives outside football, so sometimes you can count on that. But when it comes to the image of football and people in football, it's been battered. And I think it's the responsibility of each and every single person in football to lead the crusade to, as it were, repair that image. We have to rebrand ourselves, we have to rebrand our game. And I think on that score, I believe I have the right attributes to lead that crusade to repair the damage that has been done to our image, which we ourselves did.